Hey guys, it's Mark again. Today I will explain what do you need to do in order to go back to the covenant which you betrayed. It's important to have a distinction between joining a new covenant and rejoining the old covenant. So when you're just choosing to pursue a new covenant to which you have never been before, you will do a few clicks of mouse and you got a new covenant. But coming back to a covenant is slightly more tricky and also time-gated. First, you go to Oribos to Covenant Hub, talk with the wanted Covenant emissary, hit 3 required chat bubbles, which give you a quest to prove your worth, by doing tasks in a Covenant specific zone. In my case, I'm going back to Night Fae, so I'm going to Ardenweald zone. You can queue up for normal, heroic, or mythic dungeons connected to the zone. Those are Mist of Terna's Sight and the other side for Night Fae. Each boss in the dungeon will fill your bar by 12%. So you just need to kill 9 bosses if you want to do the whole fill bar with dungeons. There are 2 other ways to fill the bar, and one is by doing world quests, and each world quest will give you 8% of the progression. Lastly, the best method I've used so far is killing rares. They also fill 12% of the bar, so the same as a boss in the dungeon. But the big brain mechanic here is to go to the Covenant specific rare, which spawns every time when a player summons it. In the case of Night Fae, go to Star Lake Amphitheater, and just wait a bit there for players to spawn the rare while waiting for a dungeon. Even if you killed that rare today, your progress bar will still fill up. And once you finish the quest, return back to Oribos and the Covenant emissary will tell you that they have to think about it, which is basically a time gate. They will be thinking about it until the next reset. So it's ideal if you get to this point before the reset, or you will have to wait. For scientific reasons, I did this quest on the reset day, and I had to wait until the next reset day to do the swap. Finally, a week passed, you go back to the emissary, and they will have the same quest for you with a different name. Now you got to do Rebuild Your Trust. You have to do the same thing like you did with the first quest, so time to farm some rares or whatever you want. After you're done with those, go back to Oribos and you will still be in your old covenant until you complete this quest. So technically, you can always be ready for a swap without having lots of trouble. But once you're ready to go back to the old covenant, just finish the quest and bam, you're back in your old covenant. The most important note of the covenant swap is that everything is going to remain the same. So you'll be at the same level of renown when you left, your conduits are there, your sanctum upgrades are there. Basically, everything remains completely the same, so don't worry about losing any progression. So you can swap out those covenants if you want to try something else. And I really encourage you to do that in this downtime of World of Warcraft, because you won't lose anything. And that's it for this video. If you found it useful, please leave a like and consider subscribing. Thank you for watching, and until next time, take care.